All right, welcome back once again. And this is Princess Seat. So you should know. Today, the 25th of November 2025, we have the secretary to the Grant Community Decide movement on the platform, Chief Admin Andy Bright, who has come out to add up more revelations. And in his tone of words, it shows that the days of excuses, delays, and hidden stories are over with. By supporting the president's 48-hour ultimatum, he is reinforcing the message that the grant fund is no longer something to drag or politicize. The president has spoken, and now the chief admin, who stood beside that decision publicly as the secretary and as the chief admin, that means that there is no going back. This support is sending a strong signal to the entire grant community that the leadership of the Gcdm is in agreement. The pressure is now official. The countdown has already started, and any handler that is holding the grant must release it within the 24-hour window. It has reduced to 24 hours right now from 48 hours. So pay attention to Chief Admin Andy Bright, as he's basically telling subscribers to be on alert. Chief Admin Andy Bright, your time now.
We are victorious. Yes, we are victorious. Glory be to God who has given us victory. Victory. We are victorious. Yes, we are victorious. Glory be to God who has given us victory. If you're happy this morning and you're in a grand community, I want you to just sing this last tune with me. You know what God have done for us, what God is doing, and what God is yet to do. Please sing with me for this last time, this victory song. We are victorious. Yes, we are victorious. Glory be to God who has given us victory. I thank you very much. Good morning, everyone from here. Nigerian time is exactly 8 o'clock a.m. Wherever you're hearing me, from whichever country or from whichever place you're hearing me, it's a very good morning to everyone this morning. My name is Chief Admin Andy Bright. I am happy this morning bringing us this VN, this voice note to my fellow subscribers in the grand community. I want to actually thank God Almighty, first of all, who gave us life today and in this season. I appreciate my fellow executive members of the Grant Solution Movement. I want to doff my cap and salute especially the executive members of the Grant Community Desires Movement. I thank God and I appreciate especially again our leader in the name of Reverend Moses from Abuja, our amiable president of the movement, the Grand Community Decide movement. Like I said earlier, we are working together. And I, Chief Admin Andy Bright, I am privileged to be the secretary of this great movement, the Grand Community Decide movement. And I thank God especially that He has given me men and women of resounding great potentials who are in the movement, and it's an offshoot of the grant solution movement in the community. I thank God for that privilege, and we are moving forward. The main aim I came this morning is to actually give voice to the VN from our amiable president yesterday gave to the community after our executive meeting deliberation same evening yesterday. He really spoke the mind of all the executive members and of all the members, the teaming members of the Grant Community Decide movement. Yes, that have joined us in the Twitter move. People are so passionate at this point to make sure that the grants coast home to them, to everyone that have subscribed for the grants in this record time, in this very last hour, in this 11th month of the year, this 11th hour of the 11th month of the year 2025. We can't go beyond this 11th hour. This is the time. And so I want to give my voice to that ultimatum given by our amiable president. I'm not speaking in the state or as a secretary of that movement. I am speaking as the leader, the chief admin, the chief servant of the Grand Solution movement. I'm telling you. And so I want to give him support to that great ultimatum he gave to all our grant handlers from inception, from 2015 or thereabout, who have promised the masses grant to disburse and have collected subscription monies, various levels of subscription money, to come and declare themselves within 48 hours, starting from that yesterday's evening towards 6 p.m. Right. I therefore give my voice and say that is where we stand. On Aburi we stand, on this decree and order we stand. The Grand Solution Movement stand. And so 48 hours have started yesterday evening. And I thank God that immediately he has given that order that evening, around some minutes, let me say 5 minutes after 11 p.m. in the night hours yesterday. I had two distress calls, different time that night. One called me and they were both sobbing, crying, and said both of them were saying, "Oh, why is it that after our amiable president had given the orders and the UAAG just came out and started through their secretariat and debunked that they have not received the grant, when everybody has been rejoicing in the community that the grants are with our grant handlers and stakeholders?" So I saw that call before I even read that information from the secretary of UAAG, Aida Chaba. The calls came and they were complaining that this man has spoken, Ken has spoken to the secretary, he has not gotten the grant and all that. I said I've not seen the information, but I'll go through. So when that first call came, the lady used her house rent to subscribe for the grants, and she's out of the house. They have chased her over 6 months ago. She's squatting in the block industry, Atachi houses. We know how it is, complaining on daily basis that mosquito and so on and so forth is really disturbing her so much. So I know the condition. We know the condition. So she was crying and saying, "Oh, now that we thought the ground handlers have gotten the monies to disburse, and the UAG is coming to debunk that they have not gotten any money." I told her with wisdom, "Don't worry. It's just this night, maybe tomorrow, that's today, anything can happen. Anything good news will be happening. Let her calm down." The same I responded to a widow that cried on me that same night after 11 hours o'clock p.m. and I was saying, complaining the same thing. "Oh, what is the way forward now? What's going to happen? They have not gotten the money." I said, "Okay, madam, just calm down. Tomorrow things can change. The game will change. I assure you, the game will change as from tomorrow. That's today." So I want to really, I feel for them, feel for all the suffering subscribers in the grand community. And I come this morning to ask everyone, calm down. That's the more reason I sang that song I sang this morning, that we are victorious. We are very victorious. Thank God Almighty, who has given us victory already. We have come out of Egypt. The grant has been released from the federal government coffers. Yes, in fact, when the grant came into this country, that was when Nigerians have come out of Pharaoh. And then, as the grant has been released to our grant handlers from the federal government hands is no more there. They have finished their processes. All the while, it there means we have crossed the Red Sea. And all the people that doesn't want us to be free, that doesn't want the grand community to smell this money, to have it in their accounts, are like Pharaoh pursuing them through the Red Sea. And we have crossed the Red Sea, and they have swallowed. They are being swallowed right now. None of them is alive again to resist this money coming to us that have subscribed for the grants. Yes, that's exactly how it is. That was what informed this my song, and we are coasting home to our promised land. That is exactly where we are now. So thank God for that communique, or for that directive that came from our amiable president through after our executive meeting yesterday's evening. That's exactly where we stand. And so for Idachaba or Ken, the secretary of the UAAG, Idachaba, to come and debunk and say that they have not gotten the money, it's not a non-issue. The directive stands. If you are a grant handler and you have promised Nigerians grants since inception of the grant community, come out and declare yourself. Come out and tell us where the grant is. Yes, we want to know where the grant money is. Sorry, I think I had an interruption. A serious call came in, but let me go ahead. I don't know where this VN stopped when I had this call. So, really, on Aburi will stand, like I was saying, the grants handlers will come out now according to the directive of our amiable president, as decided by the ESCO committee of this. We are asking questions. Where is our grant? So every grant handler since inception of this grant community, the ball is in your court. Come out and speak to the masses direct. We don't want to hear from your subordinates or from your lieutenant or from your secretariat. We want to hear directly from you. You either disburse now within these 48 hours, or to me that will expire tomorrow evening. We want you to disburse now or tell us where the grant that we promised Nigerians are. That is our demand right now. Sorry, my phone is interrupting. So that is where we stand. Come out, all grant handlers, starting from UAAG, Theophilus, Supreme, Centrita, any of them, SAM, yes, inclusive, all these grants that have manifested since 2015 or thereabout, collecting subscription monies from the masses. We are asking you, come out and declare yourself to the either disburse or bust. That is where we are. The grant community will be knowing their friends and their enemies from this moment, as issued, the directive issued by the amiable president, Reverend Moses, on behalf of the grant community decides movement. Yes, they will have to come and comply, or else we will be after them. Whatever they see, they will take. We're only demanding for our rights, and we are not backing down from demanding for our right, just demanding for our right. This is the time for the community, the masses in the grant community, to breathe. In real essence, if there is any problem on the way of the grant handler disbursement, they should communicate to the masses so that the masses will go wherever the source is to retrieve their grants in this record time. That is the main reason I've come. God Almighty have answered our prayer, giving us victory already. He has He has given us victory already, and He has made the grant to coast home from the government committee to the grant handlers. So who is with the grant? We want to know. If you don't disburse, tell us. Come out and tell us who is with the grant you promised Nigerians. Talking to the grant handlers right away. Come and tell us, address us in real terms, so we can coast home to those in charge of our grants immediately, as we begin to tweet on the international community. As from Thursday or thereabout, Wednesday, same Wednesday, we will ask the international community to come to our aid. We are not fighting anybody, but we are asking for our rights. That is where we are. So I want to stop it here, thanking everyone that are giving heed to my voice this morning. I want to console all that think all hope is gone. No, no hope. All the masses in the grant community, there is hope. There is light in the midst of this tunnel. I'm telling you, you're almost there. Our grants is here with us. Thank you as we labor and as we cooperate with the grand community decides movement. Thank you very much for hearing my voice this morning. Once again, my name is Chief Admin Andy Bright. May God Almighty bless us all and grant us our grand desires. We move, therefore. Thank you and good morning.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you very much, Chief Admin Andy Bright, for that explicit explanation and detailing stuff. Still in the same spirit. Chief Admin Andy Bright is basically telling all the subscribers to stay calm, stay alert, because the internal system have finally shifted to our favor. The top leaders are no longer negotiating. They are now commanding. You see where the power shifted from negotiation to commanding. They are commanding right now. If the handlers refuse, consequences would follow, and their identities would be exposed because the truth is already out. In clear, simple terms, the president of the Gcdm has spoken. Chief Admin Andy Bright has supported the cause and backed it, and the grand handlers have no hiding place anymore. The next 24 hours is going to determine everything, everything. This is Prince's Seat. For the record, we dwell on grant and other financial stuff that could earn you financial stability. In case you are new here, kindly subscribe, get this message across to others, and let us be on the same page. We love you, always for the masses, and for the masses will stand. See you right about there where the miracle shakes. Have a nice day.